Hey everyone, this is Professor McKinney. I'm currently in Paris, France, at the Eiffel Tower right there. We have a really great video coming up, and I'm really excited for us to talk about some stuff. So yeah, let's dive into it. So what we're going to talk about in this class is we're going to talk about the learning objectives in our Chapter 1 textbook. So what those objectives are is that we're going to talk about why human resource management is important to a company's performance. I'm also going to talk about the 6 primary functions, specifically of human resource management. Then we're going to have a special guest describe why it's important to align HR management functions to support organizational goals and objectives. Then I'm going to talk about why HR management is important for both smaller and larger organizations. And then our guest is also going to explain why HR management is important to every manager's career, even if they don't specifically work in human resources. So with that being said, I would like to introduce you to our special guest, Ashley Anna.
I'm Ashley Anna Chesser. I am the Employee Relations Manager for Tenaris Hickman. We are a global pipe manufacturer located all over the world, but I'm specifically at our Arkansas facility. I love HR. I'm really a people person, so getting to interact with the shop floor population on a day-to-day basis is something that I really enjoy in my job, but also I'm a rule follower. So I really like policies and making sure they're implemented properly and making sure we're following all the legal regulations that we are required to.
Wow, Ashley Anna, thank you for sharing all of that information with us. I guess now we will get started talking about some of our learning objectives.
Why is human resource management important to a company's performance?
So when we think about how HR management is essential to a company's success, there's a couple reasons that come to mind. But one of those is that it ensures that the right people are in the right roles and that you're taking all of those people in their roles and that you're having everyone work together towards accomplishing the company's goals and objectives. Oftentimes, by recruiting and retaining good employees, HR management is able to help boost performance and productivity of those organizations. A lot of times you'll also see where HR management provides training and development to help those people really kind of like boost and keep up their skills while they're in the workplace. So good HR management practices can foster, employee satisfaction and engagement, which can ultimately lead to better work outcomes and higher productivity. Additionally, on top of all of that, HR management assures a lot of times that companies adhere to legal regulations, whether it's federal, state, or local laws that involve the workplace. And by doing that, you're helping the organization avoid potential legal issues that could happen. So overall, right, HR management, it helps create a positive work environment, and it really kind of aligns everyone's effort with the company's objectives and goals, driving us to success.
What are the 6 primary human resource management functions?
So when you think of human resource management, you probably think of a whole lot of different things that people may be doing. But ultimately, you can kind of take all those different items and bring them into really 6 primary functions. So what those functions typically are is staffing, training and development, performance management, health and safety, rewards and benefits, and employee management relations.
Why is it important to align the HR management functions in support of organizational goals and objectives?
I think it's important to align HR management functions and support with organizational goals and objectives because we are essentially here to support the organization in accomplishing whatever it is we have set out to do. So at Tenaris, we are a global pipe manufacturer. We manufacture steel pipe essentially, and we support the oil and gas industry. HR is here to make sure that people get paid because if they don't get paid, they're going to be upset and they're not going to want to come to work, right? We're here to make sure we're following all of the specific laws and regulations while the line is able to produce and be efficient and make money for the company. We also, from a strategic standpoint, make sure that we're taking care of our people from the benefits. We're making sure, again, that we're following laws and regulations. And it's important to align with the business so that they also understand this is what you can and cannot do, and this is what we're allowed to do. This is what we offer our people and support, etc.
Why is HR management for both smaller and larger organizations?
So, why is human resource management just as important to smaller organizations, just like it is bigger organizations? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The fact is that human resource management, it's essential for both small and large organizations because it helps with attracting and retaining talent. It helps with managing employee performance. It helps with ensuring legal compliance, which can be different depending on the size of the organization. And it can also help with fostering employee development. So HR management, regardless of the size of the company, is a strategic tool that helps support organizational growth and success. And so I saw this a lot when I had my own consulting company where I worked with small organizations in the outdoor adventure industry, where they were needing sometimes even more help than what I was experiencing at larger organizations that I was consulting with.
Why is HR management important to every manager's career?
HR management is important to everyone's career. One, you need to know what your rights are as an employee. There's federal laws, there's state laws, and there's local laws depending on where you are that give you specific rights and protections in the workplace. And it's important to understand those when you are going into a new career, into a new company, or you're just in your company that you're currently working in. Two, a manager is dealing with people, and HR is human resources. So understanding how people work, how people think, how they communicate, understanding how to communicate and how to motivate different people is important to everybody, not just HR. You also, as a manager, are responsible for specific things. So let's say harassment. If somebody comes to you and says, I'm being harassed, under federal law, you have so many days to respond, and them notifying you is then notifying the company. So you have a responsibility as a manager to know what to do in that case. It's not just HR's job to know what to do in that case.
So that is a quick overview of our learning objectives for Chapter 1. Now keep in mind that this video does not replace actually reading the text. So make sure to read the text because it goes over all these concepts in more detail, and it also adds some other concepts as well, which are things that you'll all see on the test later in the semester. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.